Welcome friends. Today let us study some aspects of SPSS. These are very basic things in SPSS that we'll learn. We'll basically look into different ways in which we can handle the data, manipulate the data, and change different look of the data using SPSS. So already we have a data in our data view, and we have the variable view also. You can go to the variable view, and this is almost the same data set that we introduced in our previous video, and we have seen how to prepare our variable view and how to upload or how to type in the data in the data view once the variable view is ready. So now we go a step forward. Already we have some data. We have, as you can see, we have 10 variables, and first one is serial number, which is numeric. Then is a string variable, which is the name of the respondent, the gender of the respondent, classified as two gender, as you can see, 0 for male and 0 for female, 1 for male. Then we have education level, and we have three education level like business graduate, engineering graduate, and general graduate. And then we have age of the respondent, which is a number of two-digit number, and it is an integral number because this is actually age at last birthday. Then we have designation of the respondent classified by three different designations like officer, executive, and director. And then we have salary before increment, which is measured in terms of 1,000 rupees, and so 1,000 will become 1.000 like that, and salary after increment. So in the same format we are putting in the data measured in thousand. And then performance indicator, which is a number between 1 to 5, and then emotional intelligence, which is a number between 1 to 10. So accordingly we have this data variable view. And if we go to the data view, we will see that there are already 39 people who are anonymous, but to identify them we have given different names to them. These are their gender, then education level, and this is the age, this is designation, salary before increment, salary after increment, performance indicator, and emotional intelligence, and all those which are grouped or which are categorical type of variable. We can see the categories. If you don't like to see the categories, you may switch this button off. So this will show you the codes, and so the data would look like this. Now we have some agenda. We'll try to solve them one by one. So here let us have a look at the agenda and what are the things. So this will show you recode into different variables. That means age, as you have seen in SPSS a data set, that it is a numerical variable which is integral, but if you want to classify your age as below 30 and above 30. So let us do this exercise. Recode age into different variable below 30 and above 30. So we come to SPSS. So this is the age and we want to get it coded. So for that we go to data, we go to transform, and there is an option recode into same variable and recode into different variable. So this is to, we are to recode into a different variable. So we click here and we come up with a form. So we will have a different variable. So we have an input variable and an output variable. So input variable is age at last birthday. So we click here and take it in this side. So age. And then we have to name a new variable also. Suppose we give it a name, say we give it a name age code. So age underscore code. You cannot have space in variable names. So age underscore code, and level something may write age is coded as below 30 and above 30. So this you have written, and then you get the change. Okay. So now you see this age will get changed to age code. Earlier it was missing. Now the variable name has appeared here. Now we have to tell what is the old value and what the new value will be. So we click here. So add on new value. So here we come and we give a old value. So this box is for giving old value. So all values less than 30 will be coded as say 1. So we come here and we find here range lowest true value. We click here, range lowest true value. That means from the lowest value till 30. So true value this, and we give it the value say 1, and we click add. That means all values which is lower than 30 will be coded as 1. And then we have mm, range value to highest. So we click here and then we give here 30 and give it a code 2. or we can give say through 30, so we give it say 30.1. 30.1. So then we click on add. So 30.1 to the highest will be coded as 2. Once this is done, we can click on continue. So accordingly, your new variable, and then click OK. Here a new variable will be coded, and this has already been executed as the output window tells me. So you can click the output window off, so you can go and see what changes has taken place in the age code window. So age code window, you see this one is age 32. It has been coded as 2 because more than 32, 35, 2, 43, 2. 46 2, but this one is 27, it is coded as 1. So this has taken place in all this data, all the entire data set, but we require to make some changes. Like I don't need 0.00, so what I do is that I go to variable view. You see new variable is created, 11th variable age code. We make it 0, and then these are one digit numbers, either 1 or 2, so we may have it as 1, so only one digit. So this one, now we may go to value levels, and we may get that 1 is below 30 and 2 is above 30. Actually below 30 will include the 30 case also. If someone's age is 30, will come under below 30, because I have given the when I have given the change into different variable, record into different variable, there we use below 30, and 30 is to be included in below 30. Now you see it has got very nicely coded, and if you want to see that what is the decode of that, so just you click here, you see above 30, above 30, above 30, these are below 30. So ages this column is got converted into this code. So this is coding into recoding into a different variable. Okay, now let us go one step forward and see that recode gender into same variable but interchanging the codes, but not gender conversion. We should not do any gender conversion. Males should remain as males, females should remain as females. But the code which we have taken 0 for females and 1 for males, that needs to be conducted. Now 0 should represent a male and 1 should represent female. That is what this is to be done. So we have to code into the same variable. Okay, no issues. We come back here. That means this code we want to change, recode into same variable. Okay, so what we do first, we go to transform, and then we have here recode into same variable. So I click in recode into same variable. So which variable? Gender. Okay, so this here no new variable name is given because this is not required here, because we will code in the same variable. So now go to old and new values. So what value was 1 earlier, this is to take the value 0. So just write that add, and what value was 0 earlier, that should take the code 1, and then we continue. So this is done, we press OK. Now before I press OK, just have a look that we have 3 females first and then 3 males. Okay, so this order should remain, only the code value should change. Females were coded as 0, it should become 1 now. Males were coded as 1, it should become 0, and then we click on OK. So once we click on OK, the matter gets executed. So it's like 1110000. Okay, but then if you look at this, you see the code has changed, 3 male then 3 female, like this. So I don't want this, I want the code to change. That means male code should be like so what I do, I come back here and I go here and change the code here, like 0, now it should be 1 for female. So I make the change, 1 for female, and 0 should represent male, right? So this is now fine. So 0 is for male, 1 is for female. And now when you come back here, you see first 3 are females and second 3 are males. So that means the code of female should remain female, male should remain male, but the code of female instead of 0 earlier should now become 1. So this should be, when I decode it, it should 111000. Is it done? Let me check out. Yes, 111000. That means females are now coded as 1, males are not coded as 0. This is called as recoding into the same variable. We did not create any new variable for this case. Okay, now go back to this. Sort cases into descending order in terms of emotional intelligence, and then come to the original arrangement. Okay, Emotional intelligence descending order. So emotional intelligence is this one. So I just click here, right click, and then we have here sort descending. So we go with sort descending, and then we let us close this, and then sort descending. So we have this one. So we have the maximum emotional intelligence is the serial number 19. Name is triple S. Second maximum is triple J, and the least one we can see at the bottom 2.2 emotional intelligence FFE serial number 32. Now once we have done this, once we have found out who has maximum emotional intelligence or minimum emotional intelligence, we may require to actually convert it to once again back to its original serial. So for that, what we do, we go to serial now, right click on that, and sort ascending. So when you click on sort ascending, so this serial number is done, and then you can know now. You see it's 1 2 3 4 like this, and it goes up to 39. So this is sorted into an ascending order now. So sorted into an ascending order, and so this is the thing, emotional intelligence. Okay, so this is how the thing looks like in case of sorting and bringing back to the previous order. Now let us go to the third one. Second, copy the second case into the last case and tell SPSS to identify duplicate cases. Okay, this is identification of duplicate cases. So what we do is the second case, we copy the second case and then we paste it here. So this has got pasted. Suppose in my database there are two things which is typed together. Now how to identify whether there are duplicate cases? So identification of duplicate cases is becomes very necessary sometimes in a database when the database is very large. Here this is a small database, you can just browse through the data and find out, but in certain cases this is very important. So we come to data, and here there is an option identify duplicate cases. Now they are telling me that during the match, what should be define match cases by what? Now here we have one thing which is unique, and that is serial number. As you can see, names are also unique in our case because we have given all different names. But some cases in a real database the names may be same, but serial numbers are here unique. Some things like mobile number, serial number, PAN number, these are generally unique. So you catch a thing which is unique and put it in this side. For example, our case serial number, and then what way in order you want to move. Here is one option, move matching cases to the top of the file. Display frequencies, no need to have display frequencies, but matching cases in the top of the file, that is good enough. And then we click OK. So we okay, some lot of things are done here. Output tells me, let me see whether there is any change in the database. Yes, you see here what happens, the first two cases, that means duplicate cases, are together. That means 2 has appeared twice, and so this has been put together, and 1 is coming in second position. So what I can do is that now once I identified the duplicate cases, I can delete it. So please select here and then click on clear, so that entire variable will go, and then you go to serial and then right click and sort ascending. So once again it is sorted in proper order, and we have 1 2 3 4 like this, and we have total of 39 cases. So additional cases that was a duplicate case which we had in number 40 is been identified and is deleted. So not necessarily that it should be at the end, it can be in any position in the database, but duplicate cases will be identified and placed in the top. Here there may be more than one duplicate cases also. For example, 2 may appear twice, 7 may appear 4 times. All things will be sorted and placed in the top. So but then we need to have a key characteristic, something, some particular variable which is unique in its in to all the observations. Means two people cannot have that number in common, like phone number, pen number, uh, and so on. So this is Aadhaar number, etc. So this is how we had solved this agenda. Now let us look at this. Draw a simple bar diagram for display of number of employees uh, employees, number of employees under different designation. Okay, bar diagram, simple bar diagram, employees are under different designations. Okay, so we come here. So we go to analyze, we go to frequencies, and frequencies we have designation. So we bring designation in this side, and then we go to charts, and there we have a bar chart. Okay, so they are asking bar chart of what? Bar chart of frequencies, bar chart of percentages. So here we are wanting bar chart of frequencies. So we click continue. Now there is an option display frequency tables, that whether you want to see the frequency tables also. If you want to see frequency tables, click here, or else what you can do, you just uncheck it. If you don't want the frequency tables, you just uncheck it and then click on OK. So once you click on OK, then this analysis will go on here, and then it will take some time, and at the end of this you will get a bar chart displayed. Okay, so bar chart has come over here. Now this is a bar chart looking very ugly, yeah. But if you want to change its color, if you want to change its shape on all, you may click here. So the chart window appears before you. Here you can change the color, like you may click here. So there are different options coming up. You can change the color from here, like you can have red now. Okay, and so these are way fill and border. So these are border colors. Fill color is red, border color is black. Chart size, so you can this height and width, it is looking width, if it is looking too large, you may have this and click on apply, so that will make your chart small. Now if you look at this chart size and depth and angle bar options, so if you think that the bars are very fat, you can decrease its size and then you click on apply, so they become slim. Now you want to see that, no, now I want to increase the chart size, it's too small again. So you may go to chart size bars, and then what is this bar options, depth, okay, if you want to get some shadow and all, so you can click the shadow and apply. So this shadow, how much offset, all this design, and you can do it. But once you are done, you click somewhere outside, so it will come here. So these thing are all cosmetic surgery you can do just by double clicking the particular graph. A new window will appear, and which will allow you to do all this cosmetic surgery. Okay, now coming back to the agenda items, let me see what. Draw a clustered bar chart for employees under different designations classified by gender. That means same bar chart, but now it should be classified by genders. That means male, females are to be seen separately. So for that we come back here, and what we do is that we come here, we go to analyze, we go to graphs, and we go to legacy dialogues. We go to bar chart. So bar chart, you have a clustered bar chart. So this one is the clustered bar chart. So you click here, and then you click on define. Now along the category axis, what you are going to take? You are going to take the designation. And then clusters by, that means gender is one with which it will go with the cluster, and n number of cases, that is fine, no need to fill up this. We don't want a panel, we want just a single graph. If you want the graph to be present in percentages, you may click here, or you also click OK. So here you get the diagram, which is called as clustered bar chart. Now you may click here, and then once you click here, then if you want this, no, I want the values also, so you see the values will come here. Now you can have a custom, and you can have the values at the top, apply, so it will go to the top. So you can change the position of this. Once you are satisfied, if you want to change the color, yes, I want to change the color for the blue ones, double click it, so only blue is selected, and make it, say I want to make it a dark blue, apply, so it becomes dark blue. This is I am satisfied. So once I am done this, I will click outside, so this graph comes. Now I can copy this graph, I can click copy, and there are some options like copy as image. If you take a Microsoft graphics object, then you can take it to Word, and then you can edit it also. You can change the title and all. For that you can just click here, and then go to Microsoft Office graphics object. But just you want to copy it simply as a picture with no editing to be done in Office, or the page make or page maker, or wherever you are making the report, you may just click on copy and take it, so it will go as an image, and it will be pasted there. in your favorite word processor. So once this is done, we may close this window. Output, no, I don't want to save the output. So this way I save this agenda. Last agenda of this video: draw a box plot for emotional intelligence of males and females to identify outliers if any. So I am to identify the outliers with the help of box plot of males and females about emotional intelligence. Okay, fine. So we go to graphs, we go to legacy dialogs, and then there will be an option box plot. Yes, here it is, box plot. So we want a box plot of what it is told. Let me check out once again: a box plot of emotional intelligence of males and females, not to be classified by gender. Okay, not to be classified by designation. So box plot of males and females. So we go to simple box plot, and then we define here. So variable is my emotional intelligence, so I click on emotional intelligence and take in this side, and the categorical axis is gender, this one, and label cases by, we can take either serial number or name, because name are very short here, only 3 letters are there, so we can take the name also. So and then we draw the graph. Okay, once we click on OK, then we get the graph here. This is the emotional intelligence of man, this is the emotional intelligence of woman, this is the box plot. The variation of emotional intelligence among men is less compared to that of the woman, because it is box is of bigger size. If you look at the average value of emotional intelligence, it is more than 8, and here the average value of emotional intelligence is less than 8. And there are two outliers, that is, in male case there is MM1, the individual named MM1 is an outlier. He has less emotional intelligence compared to all others, quite less, means significantly less, and this is also significantly less compared to all other female members. So this is FFE. So we identify these two outliers in our database when I classify it as males and females. So if you take a step further and want to get it, yes, this is fine, but I want to get it classified by gender also, and male, sorry, designation also, as well as by gender. So for that, what we do, graphs, we go to legacy dialogs. We have gone to box plot, and then we use the clustered box plot, and then we go to define. So variable is my emotional intelligence. I take it here. Categorical axis is a designation, clusters by gender of the respondent, label cases by name, and then we go on OK. Now you see here, you'll get this. So this is for red is for female, blue is for male, and this is for officers, this is for executives, and this is for directors. So directors, executive, man almost same level. Female, you see, director seems to be emotionally more intelligent than officers or executives. So this is how we can get a view of the data using clustered box plot. So today this much for the video. Thank you. We'll take up several other issues in the next video.